Dang it, I forgot to put in the date. I have to update that real quick. All right, we're up and running, folks. Hello, Internet. We're doing Star Rail. Eventually. Apparently, I need to download the Japanese voice audio pack to be able to have Archer and Saber have voice lines because they do not have English dub voices, which I knew. I just didn't realize it's like, oh, apparently I need to download the voice pack for Japanese to be able to have them speak in Japanese. So we'll be here for a minute while that downloads. Thankfully, we do have something to talk about while we wait. Because just as I end off last night, Soda Block happened. And we have Zets. Looking nice and fancy and very, like, minimal outside of, like, some sticker uses, which the suit detailing is not a sticker, but, like, a lot of the red striping, it looks like, is stickers across the board. The helmet is very sticker heavy outside of the eyes. But we get Fighting Impact, whatever it is, and then Technorum Stream, just the blue one. It feels weird that the helmet is not that different outside of like the eyes color. Feels weird. It feels very Kuga, but still like weird. And like the chest piece, like the chest detail really is different. But otherwise, the arms and legs are the same outside of color. But yeah, they look really nice. We got some extra neck articulation. We got like a double ball joint for neck articulation, which is really nice and cool. And Candy Toy capsules will be the same as the DX ones, which is nice. It feels weird people calling these sprites 8-bit sprites when they are 16-bit sprites, because 8-bit sprites do not have this much shading detail on them. 8-bit sprite, like 16-bit sprites do. 8-bit sprites do not. They are not this shaded. They're also doing another round of these like little metal figures or little metal statues. Like you get Inigo, Amazon, RX, Hibiki, Decade, O's, Ghost, Cross, Vice, Tycoon, Vram in his other form, not his base form, I believe, right? Yeah, that's his other form. Valen in his final form, and then the two Gav final forms. And you can get them in like regular silver or gold. They honestly look better in the silver, if I'm being honest. And also to show it off, since I guess this went up on like a calendar or something. Let's see if I can roll back in the... Oh, thank goodness, it's right there. I didn't have to dig very far for it. Here's what our wave layout is currently. So the first box is the base form, second box is the alternate form. It is 10 boxes, so we still have about 3-ish more figures. It will be interesting to see what that entails, since we are getting 4 forms off the bat, but those 4 forms are, you know, these not far off changes from each other, so it'll be interesting to see, like, I feel like the Soto team is breathing a sigh of relief because it's like, this saves us so much goddamn budget. We're not having to do anything crazy for this show. So yeah, this dropped last night. I don't think anything dropped for Blockies last night. No. No, nothing new. Some custom stuff. The 3 Spotlight, per usual. So yeah, we'll be here for a little bit. We're only like 33% done. I'm reading where it is, but I'm not seeing it. And I think I'm not seeing it because I don't have the Japanese language pack installed. I think as soon as I install the Japanese language pack, it'll just be right there. And it's be like, okay, fantastic. I downloaded an extra 10 gigs on this game just to have 2 characters be voiced instead of muted. Like, I don't know why Saber and Archer don't have an English dub for Star Rail this patch, unless it's like strike related, because they have recent voice actors. I don't remember their names, but they both had voice actors for Heaven's Feel, which I think that's the most recent Fate project. I think that, or like, I think it's like Phantasmal Carnival. It was some like fake Grand Order like comedy thing. Like Saber and Archer were both in those, and they both have English voice actors for them. So they have recent English voice actors. It's not been that long since they've had English voice actors. So they should have regular folks to call upon to voice them in English. I guess it was strike related. That is a shot in the dark, mind you, folks. That is not in any way, shape, or form like an actual answer. That is me taking a shot in the dark because of circumstances. But yeah, if we get the chance to, I'll run through some of the story. We probably won't be able to do all of the story in the hour or so we'll have before we do. The Tube Tales Evo game, I can't remember the name of offhand. That one. Generation Evolution. But yeah, we'll see. Actually, I have to go use the bathroom, so I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I'd check in my email and see if that that onboarding paperwork finally got sent to me. No, I guess I'm waiting till Monday at this rate. You know, I'm curious. Do I have... Have I filled out a Gav suit tier list for Soto? I feel like I have. I'll be damned, I do. It has been a while. We'll muck with this while we wait. If OBS does not have a connection while we do this. Yeah, I don't know if I would do Gav at this point. Like I said, it's been a while. I need to, like, watch up to, like, Overmaster. Maybe, like, Bram's final form, I guess. Just so I have all of them contextually. But, let me move everything off. And we'll redo this while we wait. And I will explain my tiers really quick. So, for Soto, I usually have stuff broken down into 4 tiers. So, the must-have is the, like, core, like, I want this, I need this for my shelf. This is, like, the core stuff that, like, whatever add-on, whatever else I think might be cool, will surround. So, normally... that is basically your base forms and your primary upgrades. So for Gav, it'd be like Pop and Gummy Gav to Cake King to... Where is... To like Blizzard Sorbet to Over and Master. Like, that would be the core of it. And then it goes for the same for secondaries too. So it would be Valen. His, I don't remember the name of. Vram. Is his in here? No, this hasn't updated with his. But his final form that debuted these past couple weeks would also be up there as well. It'd also be the baseline for like Evil Riders as well. So Bittergav and Bake. Like this is where I get into, oh god, what do I fucking classify all the Bittergavs as? Because we also have like this Bittergav and the alternative like cookie Bittergav, the Baki Sticks Bittergav, the other cookie Bittergav that debuted like this past week. Ugh. We'll set those aside for now. This would be like the core of the shelf. For shelf completion is basically the non-essential stuff, but it dresses up the shelf very well. It kind of like adds something to it. So usually side forms, like your major side forms like Chip, Chocodon, Mellow, Vrucan would go here. The Whip Soldiers in general, like regardless of what variety we're talking about, would go here as well. That you feel just right. Why is there a second Chocodon here? Find you go up there as well. I guess because he has like the white chocolate gun instead of just the dark chocolate gun. And I guess it's like the assist stuff. That goes there. I guess that doesn't particularly matter. Oh yeah, because Rukan has his cannons there. I guess this would be a perfect showcase, excuse me, for Mandarake One Day. So the Mandarake One Day tier is basically this would be nice, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get it. It's just hey, if I see it on Mandarake or another shop of sorts, and I'm getting a box, that basically is it. It's a box filler. So like the assist stuff, the variants of the Whip Soldier, the Pop and Gummy assists, honestly, Chocogold's up there as well, is right here as well. The same with like the Christmas cake stuff and the like Kung Fu noodle stuff. I think Donut and like Vram's alternate forms would be nice to like throw with these as well, because these would go with like Cake King and Sorbet. I'd probably want like 2 each of these to go with the 2 of them. I guess these Bittergavs would be Mandarake One Day as well, just because I don't particularly care. Granted, I'm not like the biggest like Gav person at the moment, so a lot of this is eh. Oh, we're almost done. I'll just switch over here. We're almost there. You know, when you line it up side by side, yeah, I see the Kuga comparison with the eye colors now. I don't know if they'll function the same. Because it's... Physicam Impact is the base form. Technolome Stream is the blue form. Asperium Recovery is the green form. And then Paradigm Wonder is the purple form. These are some Ultra Form ass fucking names. Because Ultraman, for some of their forms, has some nonsensical sounding names like that as well. Honestly, honestly, they sound like orb forms more than anything, because orb forms sound like that. G form. Yeah, no, G forms don't sound much like that. Orb forms definitely sound like that, even though they are mainly pulling from finisher names. Is where a lot of those that verbiage comes from. Like Orb's base form is Spacium Zeperium. And that is just the names of regular Ultraman in Tiga's beam attacks combined together. Because regular Ultraman has the Spacium beam, and then Tiga has the Zeperium beam. So yeah. Hey, Dub Spidey, how's it going? The voice pack is downloading. I am hoping to be able to have Saber and Archer have voice lines, vocal voice lines, since they do not have an English dub for Star Rail. Because strike? Question mark? I actually don't know why. Yeah, Saber and Archer do not have English voiceovers for Star Rail, but everyone else in the game has English voiceovers. So you have to kind of like... Hoyo went like, we're adding an option to let you have just their Japanese voiceovers combined with the English voiceovers of everyone else. If you're questioning how can anyone understand each other, I point to Tekken that does this shit all the time, where everyone just speaks in their native language and everyone's like, ah, cool, I understand what you're saying, regardless of what language anyone's speaking. That's just a Tekken thing. Probably. Okay.
はじめまして。私のことはアーチャーと呼んでくれればいい。
There we go.
幸い、殺し合うような因縁もないようだ。可能な限り仲良くやっていくとしよ
う。Yes, this is Archer from Fate. From Pick a Fate show or game or whatever. It's Archer from that show. It's because Star Rail's doing a collab with Star Rail. Because here's Saber. Again, we haven't played anything. I'm going to like do some quick pulls to see if we can get her. Nope. 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 Hi, Asta. It's gonna make me burn all my tickets. Hi, Dawn. No. Okay. Okay, there we go. No, that Hai Shishang. Oh my god. There she is. Alright, we have a saber. And another Glyphon. Is that on purpose, game? Did you literally give me a Glyphon copy with saber just because you know that she's technically Guinevere? No, she's like, right? Because for reference, Glyphon in this game comes from basically Camelot planet, or planet Camelot, that got blown up by the Antimatter Legion, which is one of the bad guy factions in this game. And she went to the Jinzhou, and there she got a Jinzhou name in the form of Glyphon. That is how they basically translate, not necessarily translate, but that's how they, like, interpret Guinevere as. And so, yes, that is Guinevere, technically. Her brother, I think her brother Lancelot is like a space pirate. I forget. This is all background detail. This is not like a main story kind of thing. Not by me, I'm just gonna level this stuff up because I can. I don't really have a full set for her. That's fine. Probably won't be using Saber until I get her stuff. Anyway. Alright, let's get to the story mission. You know what?
Corporation successfully establishes itself on the planet of dreams, with the nameless of the Astral Express becoming one of the planet's shareholders. Now, a grand spectacle is about to unfold yet again in this holiday resort famed throughout the cosmos. Starring the superstar of Epsilon and the head of the Oak family, the lead actor is Miss Robin.
Close. It's Sampo, not shampoo. He is a dipshit nonetheless.
Featuring a special appearance from the stylish and witty Nameless, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, with a powerful guest appearance from the charismatic and commanding director, Aventurine, one of the 10 Stonehearts of the Strategic Investment Department.
I.e., that's the IRS of the universe, basically.
Directed by the renowned Mr. Rekka and his trusted companions. Lastly, exclusively sponsored by Old Odie, the head of the Alfalfa family, and a business tycoon of Penacony. And then there's Scott.
Wait, who? You mean that IPC specialist who's good at mimicking animals?
Okay, well anyway, the marketing development department is in on this too. Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War, now airing across entertainment channels throughout the universe.
Okay, hang on. I didn't realize I swapped everything to... Okay, why are you... Okay, that swapped everything to Japanese. Character details. Doesn't help. One second. Okay. I keep trying to look for... Alright, as I cannot find the option, so we're just going to just do this. Just for simplicity. This will be the first time I've really heard anybody in Japanese.
ロビンなんでこんなとこにお久しぶりねスクリューガムさんからあなたが来ると聞いてここで待っていたのこれが開鎖宇宙のテスト装置
Oh, you've got the wrong idea. I may have taken some history electives back at Paperfold University, but I'm hardly the right person for scientific research. I'm here today on someone's behalf, to bring you a gift. Do you still remember the Holy Grail War we had back in Penacony? Not surprising at all. This so-called Holy Grail curio is bizarre indeed. Even though I still recall that adventure we went through together, some of the details get a bit hazy when I think back on it.
I love that this is the second time the game's been like, hey, by the way, we did this thing, right? And you as the player get the dialogue option to be like, no, I do not remember doing this. What the fuck are you talking about?
Old Odie gave me this Holy Grail as a token of gratitude for everyone who participated in the war. I wanted to display it on the Radiant Feldspar. He agreed, wholeheartedly saying,
Ho 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 ho! What better decoration for the Radiant Feldspar than a cup set to grant any wish? Talk about grandeur!
Mr. Screwlum was entrusted to neutralize the power of the Holy Grail. Now it's just an ordinary dream bubble, stripped of its wish-granting properties. I've always wondered, if the Grail really could grant you a wish, what would yours be?
A wish, huh? Feels like someone asked me a similar question during the Holy Grail War.
I love how unserious this game is sometimes.
As Penacony's last festive superstar, she was once the center of everyone's attention. And now, with the unprecedented first Penaconian Holy Grail War about to kick off, she is back in the spotlight. Come on, girl. Show the audience that, what's it called? Tattoo on your hand?
It's the command spells.
Right. Command spells. Proof of your selection to join the Holy Grail War. They say its power lets you command legendary figures from Penacony's history to fight for you.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there probably is a drop at the moment for
And now let's give up the floor
like
to the
not just the
of the Crystal Daily.
the collab, but the update that happened last week, which is this collab in the new story stuff from last week. So I'm not surprised that there's drop active. There's usually a drop active whenever they do a new patch.
It's an ace up their sleeve, not mace.
Oh, come on, girl. It's a rare treat for us Bellabogian folks to travel off-world. Running into an old friend on an alien planet. Ah, that's pure joy. Sure, the occasion might be a little weird, but don't tell me you don't recognize us.
Sampo, how the fuck did you get hooked in on this? Also, why the fuck is Hook here? What?
Pitch Dark Hook the Great we'd record every thrilling
Hook.
moment of this trip to the planet of festivities.
What
for
did
the
he
folks
promise
back
you?
home. And here we are stumbling upon you being interviewed for the Penaconian Holy Grail War.
I see. I was just wondering why someone else was taking my job, considering our channel secured exclusive rights to this interview and broadcast. Security! Clear the area.
Hey, even the money-loving
Looks not
alfalfa
voiced?
family
What the
wouldn't
hell?
charge such a cute kid a licensing fee, right? Miss, consider it charity. Let this kid finish her social studies project. I mean, what's the harm in that, hmm?
Assistant! Get these two out of here! The Alfalfa family proudly presents the first Penaconian Holy Grail War. We'll be following the Masters every step of the way, bringing you the freshest, most exclusive coverage. Before we continue our interview with the Nameless about the Penaconian Holy Grail War, let's cut to a quick commercial break.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've all heard the legend of the Holy Grail, haven't you? Across the vast cosmos, such tales abound. Seekers embarking on grueling journeys in pursuit of a miracle capable of turning their deepest desires into reality. Yet, only a rare few ever have the privilege of witnessing its existence firsthand. But today, I bring you all that very opportunity. I have brought the omnipotent wish-granting chalice, the Holy Grail, to Penacony. Of course, the right to make a wish is a privilege beyond measure. And like most competitions in life, if you want to claim your reward, you'll have to fight for it. The Holy Grail will summon heroic spirits, legendary figures from Penacony's rich history, and bring them back to life. And you, daring dream chasers, will become masters, commanding these servants in battle until only one survivor remains. Worried it sounds a bit violent? Afraid it might turn into another Tychean Robo-Ball competition with limbs flying and blood spattering everywhere?
I don't know. Give it 5 minutes. I'm sure the Grail will decide that needs to be the price.
In the sweet dream of Penacony, there is no such thing as death.
You sure about that?
Any violence you witness is nothing more than harmless spectacle. The only thing
Yes.
real is the prize of having your wish come true.
This is the real Holy Grail. Like, Crusaders went and found this. That Holy fucking Grail.
After all, this is the planet of chasing dreams. Here in Penacony, anyone with a dream in their heart has a chance to make it a reality. Now, brought to you by the Alfalfa family and proudly sponsored by SoulClad, the high-stakes battlefield where dreams are on the line.
Well, Penacony is basically a space Vegas in a dream. So that, yes, you can get your dreams in Penacony because you are dreaming. Therefore, you can get your dreams. Because you're in Dream Vegas. Well, Dream Space Vegas.
Let the games begin.
If you're wondering about how that works, space magic.
Terrific! I loved how you used the word survivor instead of victor to rally the contestants. Nothing stirs up a person's drive quite like the goal of simply staying alive, hmm? What an inspiring speech, Mr. OT. Even Louis Fleming himself couldn't have done it better.
I want to dropkick this motherfucker already.
Easy on the sweet talk, kid. I'm not here for your flattery. I brought you in because I expect you to give it your all and become the survivor.
For reference, we've ran into Scott before. He's a piece of shit.
Don't get me wrong,
I desire to dropkick him when necessary.
I'm just a nobody, a bottom-tier cog in the IPC. And if the rumors are true, you're not exactly a fan of the IPC, so why me?
I sent invitations to Penacony's top shareholders and family heads, welcoming them to join this Holy Grail War. Some accepted. Others turned their noses up, dismissing my carefully orchestrated spectacle as just a marketing stunt. Seems like living in luxury has dulled the ambitions of the so-called elite. But underdogs like you, you're a whole different story. Now, remind me again, what wish would you make to the Grail?
Me, Scott? I'm just a lowly grunt trying to climb to a P45 corporate rank.
Excuse me.
What a delightfully mundane wish. You aren't even dreaming of rubbing shoulders with legends like Diamond or something. But compared to lofty nonsense like world peace, your dream is refreshingly grounded.
So, the Holy Grail, can it really grant my wish?
Of course it can. Kit, the command spell branded onto your hand is proof of your qualification. You've also summoned a servant and witnessed their power for yourself.
Well, we are in a dream world where ice cream talks, wine bottles sing, and instruments play themselves. A grail that grants wishes and legendary figures resurrecting from history? Not so far-fetched here, I guess. But here's the bigger question.
Yes.
If the grail is real, why are you sharing it? Why turn this into a show? Let's face it, if I were in your shoes, I'd keep it to myself, make my wish quietly, and get filthy rich.
Reminder, we are in a dream, like a collective unconscious dream, because that is where Penacony is located.
A sharp question, Scott.
I think it's happy because you're eating it.
Who survived 10 Amber Eras, navigated
Don't think too hard about that.
conspiracies and power struggles, accumulated an
Look, there's a side quest in here where you have to get a wine to a date with another wine. I wouldn't think too hard about the weird extra or like the weird stuff in Penacony.
Now tell me,
It's mainly there to entertain
what's
people.
left for such a person to wish for?
Hello.
Hello.
More money and power? No one ever thinks they've got too much of either. Right?
You're already getting close, kid. But a single wish, that's far too small to satisfy me. I want to transform the Holy Grail War.
Are you ready for whatever turn-based RPG we're playing on the GameCube today?
Historical legends, summoning them as servants to fight for you,
Meh.
and finally making your wildest dreams come
It
true.
looks meh.
This will be Penacony's next grand spectacle. Standing alongside the charming.
Also, I am surprised only 2 of the Rider Chronicle videos had any sort of copyright match.
Measure will pour in far more than ever before.
It's not any either of the Pokemon games. It's Evolution. Was it
What story could be more
Generation Evolution?
of a nobody
No,
coming
Evolution Worlds.
Evolution Worlds on the GameCube. If you've never heard of it, congratulations. You now know as much as us.
I get it now. Don't worry, Mr. OT. I won't let you down. As a lone wolf,
You now know
I've
about
learned how to
this
survive.
Sega
No matter how
RPG that
desperate
was
things
translated
are.
by Ubisoft.
But I'm not gonna lie, Mr. OT. Just
That's-
now during that broadcast, I saw someone.
That's not very comforting.
Dragged me down to rock bottom more
right?
times than I can count.
Right?
Especially
Funny how
back
fate
then.
works. She's here on this battlefield too.
Let me guess. You mean that nameless from the Astral Express? A real showboat and a tough competitor, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, in terms of pure strength, the old me couldn't compete with that monster and her crew. But the person I
Also,
am today,
I have made a
I'm
terrible
not the same man
discovery.
I was back then.
What?
As a master, survival hinges on using your summoned heroic spirits,
The
your
Odyssey
servants, wisely.
speedrun boards
utilizing
are
your noble
split for Switch and Switch 2,
Isn't that correct,
including
Mr.
the
Rekka?
category extensions, and no one has ran Festival %.
While the Holy Grail
Damn.
War is ongoing, please address me as
Which
greedy.
now sparked my
producer.
interest of, I want to see what I can do with it.
Actually, during this war, he should call you by the code name Assassin.
You're right. In the current Penacony, the name Greedy carries no weight. Best not to bring it up.
You got a chance at a second life. It's best to let go of fragile pride, old friend. Names tie you to your past. They also expose your weaknesses. A wise competitor hides their true self from the opposition. Listen up. I had to offer him film credits and the chance to experience a heroic spirit's memories just to convince that director to act as your vessel. You've always dreamed of creating a masterpiece that would shake the world and cement your name in history, haven't you? On that point, you and Mr. Rekka share the same goal. Don't waste the opportunity I've created for you. Go record the stories of the participants in this Holy Grail War, and help this ambitious young man by your side fulfill his wish.
Following my master's command, my noble phantasm has already been trained on those you invited. I can show their movements to you both in real time.
Well done, Assassin. With an ability like this, we're sure to stay ahead of the competition.
The participants who have accepted the invitation and plan to join the Holy Grail War are already
So,
under
have
my
you checked out
noble
any of
phantasm's
GDQ
watch.
this week?
So, producer, which one? do
Some,
you
not
want
as
to
much as
check
I
out
have
first?
wanted, kind of deal.
I had a little bit of odd sleep. I've been going to sleep early and kind of waking up early.
Time's ticking. Let's hurry and check out the other participants.
I managed to catch the AEW run halfway through. The crowd is on point for that one. It was wonderful. They would chant whatever they could. If you donated anything that was 3 or 4 syllables, they would chant it. It was like, hell yes, this is wonderful. I love it. I did not want to do that. Well, that was less Star Rail than I was hoping to do for the Oh, that cutscene's not even over. We still have more dialogue in there. But since we're swapping over. Oh well. I didn't expect to get too far in the story, but downloading the voice pack kind of put everything behind. No achievement set. Shocker. Oh god, that is an old Ubisoft logo. Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Sting! I don't know. Was Ubisoft good with when they had a rainbow logo?
Huh. Does it have another? No? Huh.
For reference,
Okay, I guess we're getting that category tonight.
What?
It doesn't have a category on Twitch.
Of course not.
Yeah. Oh, this is not going to end well, is it?
This logo, middle right. God, that's before they even had their modern logo. Also, what the fuck is this MTV ass logo? What? That is an MTV logo. Well before MTV. Good lord. But yes, that first one. The third one is the one I saw for this game. This first one is some MTV ass logo. They didn't have to be blatant about it.
Come on, Dolphin, hold together.
No.
I'm only booting up Firefox. We're fine there.
No.
I have extremely too much trying to go on all at the same time. I might have GDQ up in the background, which is the thing that I normally don't have while we're doing all of this.
Mm-hmm. Gotta enjoy them pumping it up on the one player two music pad runs. I couldn't think of what to call the controller since it is an arcade machine. But it's technically not two controllers. Two dance pads? One player, two dance pads? But yeah, the AEW run was fantastic. I saw most of the Halo Reach run today. Tried to catch a few others that I was interested in.
I don't think I've actually gotten to watch like one full run.
Dang. They've been fast on getting everything uploaded, though.
They have been for a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me see if I can find...
I don't see game on your side, by the way.
There you go. Person on Reddit, Alim Jonir, made a website that directly compares nope. GDQ's donation totals over the course of the week.
I'm actually gonna have to close it. I think Opera's tying up too much with the others.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, you can see.
And there's no Switch app, so I can't do that.
AEW is the other major wrestling company in the States. It started a few years ago. All Elite Wrestling. But yeah, Games and Quick, you can see the donation totals over time across all of them. You can also see just 80 SGDQs and just 80 AGDQs. It's honestly on par with how it was last year. Like, what is it? We're like right there currently. Yeah. That's about this as much as last year.
I think some of the bigger years also was when they were still tying in Twitch subs.
Mm-hmm.
So it also got a huge spike at the very end of it. But typically we're in that point where it skyrockets.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can see like basically Saturday is when things, jump hard, and then like right here is the big spike from subs and everything.
Which you can tell when they stop doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think like the best comparison is to do basically all of your post 2021s. I feel like
they were still doing the subs for a little bit. I think that was a recent change.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe last 2 years, but I think last year might have been the first.
Mm-hmm. Also, for reference, if you're wondering why the white line is steady like this, is because the event is not over. That is why is it a straight line currently. So like right there would be the last like tick in terms of the live total. You wouldn't see another tick until like 2 minutes from now. I think it goes by like 10 or like 5-minute intervals. Yeah, it does like 5-minute intervals.
I mean, it's a little bit behind from a couple of years, but it's still going to end pretty decent.
Yeah.
All things considered.
It is better than the last 2 years, but not as much as the 2 years before that. Basically, at the current, set.
You can completely tell some of the major changes that have happened within the last 5 years kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because that's where numbers started changing.
Mm-hmm.
And part of me has to wonder if maybe some of it's the game selection.
Probable.
And I don't mean that as a bad thing. I just mean that as they're trying to get more diverse stuff in, we're losing some of the more constants that everyone that has watched from the beginning kind of expect to see.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I hate that. That's actually a good thing. Get more eyes on stuff that people might not watch normally.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to wonder if that's what's causing some of that.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm not against it is because there are games in there that I have never heard of before, and then I'll catch part of the speedrun and I'm like, that actually don't look bad.
No, I don't think any... Wait, no.
I mean, we had Tetris 99.
Yes, we had Tetris 99 Showcase. But I was like, I don't think anyone's done Minesweeper, but I'm like, no.
I'm sure someone has. If not, I'm sure it'll be coming.
Like, I know they have that Minesweeper, like, donation total.
The thing I have to wonder, too, and I'm hoping that they don't hard pivot, the live band performance that we're going to be getting later in the marathon. And I'm like, I feel like we're starting to derail when we start doing stuff like that.
Part of that
it's one of those, it's cool when it's done as a supplementary thing. It's not when you're doing it as a segment of its own.
Yeah. Part of me assumes that is because they have MagFest as a sponsor.
Yeah, but at the same time, I still feel like that kind of derails it. There's other events that's what they do. This does not need to be that. That's not what it started out as. And I'm like, if we don't pivot too hard and it's like a small thing that we just are doing just to do kind of deal, that might be one thing.
Yeah, because they did a Family Feud segment as well.
Yeah. It's the stuff like that where I'm like, I don't know. That feels like it derails from what the marathon was intended to be. And I'm not saying let's not have any live bands or anything, because I thought what we had for AGDQ with Crazy Taxi was amazing, honestly.
Yeah, it's just
the fact that they could coordinate all of that at once was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, this is all licensed music. We can't do this. How do we fix this? We get a live band in here and they play the music as the person is speedrunning Crazy Taxi.
And stuff like that, I'm perfectly great with. But then we get that last event, and then we get a actual mini concert in this one. And I'm like, ooh, I think we took the wrong cues from that.
Well, I know for like AGDQ, that's not going to happen, at least when it comes to MagFest, because MagFest is basically happening at the same time as AGDQ, so that's not happening. Because I'm pretty sure MagFest is like the weekend AGDQ starts, if I recall correctly.
I know it's usually right there around it.
Yeah.
But if they're a sponsor now, then that might change. That's one of those, it's like, don't know how to feel about this. And it's starting to pull the curtain back a little bit and see why some of the OG team members have walked away. And I'm like, that might be not the best signs.
Well, I should be set up.
Same.
All right, I will take the stream down then. We'll be right back with Evolution Worlds for Cubage here in a second, folks.